Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Car, and welcome back to Baja Out of Control HD as we are racing with the king of the off-road desert, the trophy truck. Each truck is a custom-built, one-of-a-kind machine that can cost up to $1 million, over 800 horsepower with a top speed of 160 miles per hour. The trophy car can negotiate treacherous terrain at high speeds, the greatest of ease. So you've got the Geyser Bros truck to choose from, the Jimco trucks, another Geyser Bros truck, quite a few of those, Collins Motorsports truck, a Mirage truck, and then the Fluger Racing truck as well. So you've got 693 credits. We've also got to think about upgrading as well. So which is the most expensive truck as you scroll through? I think it's that Jimco truck, 625. And you've got the Collins Motorsports truck at 616, 618. For the one I can't pronounce, let's go with that. Then let's choose the different paint schemes. Where to go? There's no Go Faster stripes though. That's the closest we've got. So let's see what we can upgrade with this machine. That is quite a lot already, that intake increase. Same for race ignition. Same for fuel system as well. I'm not sure there's much we can upgrade really. That's cheap, at least. We'll try to improve some of the horsepower then, so engine placement. And then I think that might be it actually. Let's look at powertrain. Can we upgrade this at all? Or we can increase performance. There we go. So it's slightly improved is our truck. So we head to the first league, the OGIO Zero Gravity League. Got 5 races beginning in the Nevada environment. And a Laughlin Desert track. Hopefully my race before was better than my announcing form now, so we mispronounce half the names at least. We get underway from the back. This 10-person field as they all narrow up. As we've got 3 laps here in the desert. We're trying to get through, trying to find some space. There we go, finally down the inside. Maybe next to the outside for the next corner. As we're free ride, look at that. Being push ride as well. We can look down the inside of the next corner maybe for second. Look at that drifting down the inside. Going a little beep of the horn as well. So we've got Damien Jeffries in front. Got Mark Prost as well. Don't go fast into this corner, you go to Mexico. And the next side, we've got the lead now. To be honest, thought that'd be a bit harder than that. Do love the sound of this thing, even though it's a bit vacuum cleanerish as well. Sounds like we're sucking up the desert sand. As we go over the jumps, under the bridge. Make sure you don't drift too far out. Then through the rights. We should know all of these circuits by now off by heart. Still not the best, as you can see. Almost went to the left instead of the right. We've got a good lead over Damien Jeffries' Mark Post. He's delivering the podium place in a moment. So try and use some of the banking around here. Use this high line. Doesn't seem to be as quick though. We've got to change that back to the inside. And see flat out over these. Incredible grip these trucks have. Engine doesn't last long though, as you can probably tell already. As we're coming to the start finish line. Coming to the repairs as well. Do we need to do repairs? We've upset the engine. We do a cautionary pit. There we go, nicely stopped. There we go, mechanics. Get going. Bit of a slow getaway. But you still rejoin in first. There's have guys pit behind. I'm not sure as well. Where are you going, Damien Jeffries? Well, where are we going? The restart. Will Jeffries make a move? No, he blocked the inside. There's Mark Post behind. Damien Jeffries has, of course, gone missing in the desert now. So we've got Roger Norman in third. And it's like Mark Post is just giving up now. Yeah, I had one go at him. I'm just going to settle for second now. But the big question of this race is where Damien Jeffries is. Will we ever see him again? As he look at second and third behind, to go over the hills. We're taking our own path here. Why are you telling us to get back onto the track? It's the desert, there is no track. There's that thing at the back. Is it trying to like detach? Or is it just raising a bit? I think we've already damaged the rear maybe then. Need to go through the double right. Flat out in this second right. That's pretty good fun now. And these trophy trucks. There's we've got Andy McMillan now in third. Roger Norman in second. Where's the post gone? Has he been undelivered? Double, you've only got 4 more races of post puns if we're racing, okay? It's not too bad, or 4.5, shall we say. There's all someone's got to pay for that fence. There's all Roger Norman down to third. What is going on behind? Everyone is really slow behind, and it's like probably didn't even need to upgrade our vehicle. We've just kept it on default and still be cruising the victories. There must be a blockage somewhere. Look at how far back Andy Shotwell is now. That's all we've got the pit. But is everyone really damaged? That could be it. There's now got Mark Scoroni in third. Or Scoroni. But Andy McMillan, who seems to be the only person apart from us who's not damaged to hell. Or maybe Matt's actually not damaged to hell. Look at that, he's all over the back of Andy. Is he taking second? What is going on behind? Apparently now we're a minute ahead. Timing is screwed. We've got the Millennium Bug happening. It's around 20 years too late, but it's happening finally. So at first I thought they were all trapped. But now I'm not so sure. Maybe there are a couple of cars trapped. Maybe they're pitting as well, which is causing that issue, but still it doesn't explain why they're so far back now. They must all be damaged. And we're the only person who sent them off to pit. Unfortunately, our opponents aren't half the time. Let's go under the bridges. Look at all these fences destroyed by them. I mean, we ran over the fence then, but it was already destroyed, so I don't think we have to pay anything after this race. Yeah, something weird is going on behind. Hopefully we don't experience this in the next 4 races, as there goes the engine again. How are you meant to do like the Baja 100 or 1000? Yeah, 100, 1000, 250, 500, anything. These trucks that they keep breaking down like this. Obviously that beginning blurb was a lie when we tried to... It was a lie, should I say, when we tried to buy these trucks. But it was a good battle for second. Seems to be closing up a bit. We'll go for the final corner. We're going to win a pretty weird race in the end where everyone else has just disappeared. Oh, did they get abducted maybe? We are in the desert. Strange things do happen sometimes. As it was Roger Norman in second in the end. Shotwell in third. McMillan in fifth in the end. Did he pit on the final lap or something? You've got Ray Curry in sixth. Mark Post down in 8th. Head of Chad. And Jeffries in 10th. He has been seen again. So, a pretty good opening result. There's now we head to the Canyon de Shelly environment and the Slim Ledge. I think it's not high up, this ledge. Not very good with heights, as you've got 3 laps to go. So I suspect all these tracks are going to be long then. And then maybe for the league, which is 8 races long, the tracks will be much shorter. So it is this track. But it's very easy to get it wrong and end up on the other side of the tracks. Not what you want to be doing. Let's try and go down the inside for second. Already past the postman. Got Daniel Jeffries in front. He's been found and he's leading at the moment as we try and make a move on him. We've got the post alongside us, so we can't do it. Also, we go uphill. Look at that traction uphill. Absolutely insane compared to anything else we've driven apart from maybe the Class 1 Unlimited buggies. So we're all over Jeffries. Looking to the inside. Oh, he's been RKO'd out of here. And that's also destroyed our engine and our shocks and clutch. Worth it though. Worth it to take the lead. And once again, there might be a search party out for Jeffries this race after that hit. Has he got Chet Huffman battling for the podium with Mark Post and Andy McMillan. But on this side, Roger Norman once again settled in to be the bridesmaid this race. Let's go for the final corner. Actually, this track isn't that long. Thought it'd be a bit longer. Not sure we have to pit as well. I know it might look a bit dodgy, our car going over these bumps, but we're not losing much time. Not lost much speed either. Still averaging around 100 miles per hour. As long as you don't bust the tyre, we should be fine. And look at that drive off the corner. We still got some traction on these tyres. Is that Daniel and Jeffries? Has he found civilization? Let's just go by, then go uphill. Oh, we've got a couple of trucks all over the place. Whoa, okay, that distracted us. That's killed the momentum as well. We're going to regret not pitting now. The halfway mark of this race. Unlike what Norman he did. He's got Chet Huffman behind. And Andy McMillan. Oh, up to second now. And a Chet. Go on, can we go uphill? Really should have pitted. That would have been our only pit stop as well of this race. The only one we needed to make. Now we'd be clinging on to the lead heading to that pit stop. What are you doing, Wildlife? You can't afford any emergency stops. As you go uphill. There's the start-finish line. We've still got a couple corners to go around until we get past there again. Grip on ultimate time. Not the tree. Come on. Seriously, whoever put that tree there? Oh, thanks for the nice tap, Andy. Got us going again. Oh, hopefully he didn't run over the wildlife though. He's right in our tail. As we go on to the final lap of the High Roller Fest. Look at this. This thing could bounce for England now. Look at the suspension, totally gone. But Roger Norman, quite far back. Oh, the timing is a bit buggered again. No, it's fixed itself. Mark Post is definitely in third. But can we afford to pit on this final lap? That's an interesting question now. I'm not sure we can. I think we just have to keep going. We've got a damaged machine. This time, don't go be distracted at the top of this hill. Luckily, there's no vehicle there to distract us. So next, so we're on our way to our second victory then, out of 5. So a very good start to our trophy truck adventure. Damien Jeffries up to 3rd. This is the only part we're going to really struggle at with our very bouncy machine. As you got someone doing some barbecues to the left hand side. It's got a lead of over 10 seconds. Thankfully, everyone else has been stupid as well, not pitted in. It was like behind as we're building a good lead to Andy McMillan. He's holding up Mark Post. Apparently not time-wise though, but he still says he's in 3rd. Bit unusual. So we've got to use that bank, and there we go. We can avoid the tree now. Through the final corner. We crawl across the line and take another victory where everyone else is really slowed down. In the final lap, as it was Post in 2nd, Roger Norman in 3rd, Andy McMillan. You can hold on in the end ahead of Damien Jeffries, Ray Curry, Chad, Matt, Chet Huffman and Andy Shotwell in last. So that's 2 from 2 as we head to the Coconut Island and the Sakara Lagoon for the halfway mark. So we are with some beautiful sun, some waves, some water everywhere. Beautiful textures. And the yacht. The yacht is still there. The rich people watching us race. Probably gambling big bucks on me for this race. As we probably shouldn't go through the water. This is pretty neat, having all these water, having this figure of 8 as well, but that can happen. I guess we're going uphill now then. Thanks, Chet. I think that was Chet anyway. No, it wasn't Chet. That's the bright thing behind us. As now we go downhill, rejoin in 3rd. Guess we take 2nd from Mark Post. Once again, Dane Jeffries leading before he's going to be disappearing soon. Maybe into the ocean this race. It's right over the top of him. And we punt him into the scenery. Mark Post follows us through. Didn't quite get him into the ocean. But he'll find a way. You know, life does find a way. Let's look at that top speed. Almost 120. And we're doing this at around 120 miles per hour. Let's slow it down a bit. Make sure we survive. As you do the double jump. Nicely landed. All 4s as well. Still going. No! Bit too much speed. Heading into the right-hander, so we've got to watch out for that. We don't want to be skinny dipping in our cars. There's Andy McMillan right in our tail. This time I am going to pit because this is a bit of a different course from that previous one where we could perhaps get away without pitting. This time we can't. Thanks to our mechanics pitting up, repairing our car just outside of the kind of area. As we rejoin just behind Chet. Got Ray Curry behind. Got that troublemaker in front. That's the one who punted us, isn't it? It's Matt. Matt Scorodi. That's what you get back, mate. Is everyone else just damaged and not pitted? Because once again, they're all very slow as you head to the start-finish line for the first time. 3 wide. So we've got Andy McMillan leading. We're taking the low line this time. We try and flip off the boat, or the yacht, should I say. As we've got Mark Post in 3rd. Oh, and there's another pit. Are they waiting for that pit? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're still out. There's Andy McMillan behind. So you go flip off the yacht and go through the left-hander and build this lead up. We've got Roger Norman in 3rd. Once again, very consistent, Roger. Just not quite got the pace to win it. We certainly do, though. There's such a beautiful sunshine on the left-hand side. No wonder it burnt Icarus's wings. He was staring at that. As we've got McMillan in 2nd, Roger Norman in 3rd, but they're separated by around 5 seconds, 4 seconds. So it's going to be 3 seconds, 2 seconds now. And it's changing every corner as there goes the engine again. There goes the shocks and clutch. You know, it looks like we landed on all 4s. We dabbed the brakes this time. Into the left. We actually want to survive the corner. We've got McMillan in 2nd. Roger Norman in 3rd. We also got the same core of maybe Mark Post as well. He's having a very decent championship despite that opening race. Result in the end. Definitely got the pace. Once again, perfectly stopped for our mechanics. As we get going again. That's the only bad thing about this pit stop. It's so slow to get going again as we disperse the birds. Nice use of nature around us. Look at that sunset to the right hand side. Could maybe just park up on the final lap and stare at it. We've got time. Let's go through the final corner. Of course, the start finish line and on to the penultimate lap. It's 4 laps this race. Sneaky buggers. When did he increase it by that? So we've got a massive lead now over Andy McMillan. Roger Norman in third. Somehow we've pulled out like 20 seconds on a lap again. Just very weird, our opponents in the trophy trucks. Not sure it's because they're damaged or they're just making loads of mistakes. Just seem to be making up loads of time. He's going to the right-hander. And we've got some very fast corners. This is a pretty decent circuit, so undulating. Seriously, F1. Contact who owns this island and get a race around here. It's going to be very good. He's got Mark Post up to third. Told you to watch out for him. Damien Jeffries in second now. There's McMillan finally pit. So there goes the engine again. And here goes the shocks and clutch. Oh no! Shocks and clutch still going. Feeling brave this lap. We were almost too brave there, going into the left-hander again. I think we're just going to wait for the other pit stop. And pit then. See how that's like, as you go. Here goes the shocks and clutch. Once again, timing's a bit buggered as Mark Post apparently 10 seconds ahead of Damien Jeffries in third though. Behind Jeffries in second. Do love the old timing at the moment. Oh, now it's a 50-second lead we've got. I like how we're putting 10 seconds out of our arse. Oh, now 20 seconds we've pulled out of our arse. Out of nowhere. As we go on to the final of that. With a new record. Oh, now we've lost 20 seconds. As their Mark Post finally up to... He's off the podium. Now Andy McMillan's in third. Did he pit? That's what's happened. As we're going to pit for the final time of our trophy truck. There we go. That's how you pit. That's how you stop it. As we go uphill now on this final lap. Can't believe how long this race is. I thought the races would all be 4 or 5 laps compared to what Class 1 Unlimited was, where they were all 4 laps or 5 laps. I thought that's what we see here as well, but they've been a bit shorter. First couple of races now, they're getting a bit longer. Be interested to see the length of the last 2 races. They've got around a 30-second lead over Andy McMillan, apparently. With Matt Scaroni in third, our buddy. He T-bowed us on the opening lap all those years ago. Do love that we've got water on the track here. Why haven't we driven this track version before? Or have we? Just without the water everywhere. Pretty fun. Till the engine surviving. Are we? Oh, just about. Look at that. There we go. There's the traction. That shows you what a trophy truck is. All that traction and grip. Oh, there goes the engine. As I'm not going to pit on this final lap, no point. So it goes to shocks and clutch as well. As we go downhill. Admire the sunset. Look at that. Pretty lovely looking. I know it's perhaps not the best looking game, but get moments like that. Nice wildlife as well. Flying by. Once again, this is a very close race. That's why I can afford to stop for like 10 seconds and just stare at the surroundings. Let's go for the final corner. Try and go across the line backwards, shall we? Get in reverse. Turn around. I don't listen to you. Look at that. Perfect. Scaroni was second in the head of McMillan. Then we got Chet Huffman, Andy Shotwell, Ray Curry, Roger Norman, Chad Ragland, Mark Post. Did not deliver this race. Same with Damien Jeffries. Obviously went fishing. As that's another victory. 3 from 5. Going to make it 4 from 4. Around the Cabo San Lucas environment and the Playa Grande track. So here we are. With another beautiful sunset to our right hand side. We've got 4 laps. We've got another decent start, it looks like. Looking to the outside for this first corner. Use that banking to surprise some drivers such as Chet. Thanks for that, Chet. Oh, look at all of these variations we can take. No way the timing's not going to be busted after this one. As it says, we're in second, head of Mark Post. I'm guessing took the right hand side. We've got Andy McMillan, as you can see, to our left. Or did. So take the lead from our rival. He seems to be our main rival as well. He seems to be getting all the results. So we go downhill. Approach 150 miles per hour. Look at this. 148. As we take the wide line, I'm not sure there's any other line we could take there. How fast we're going. It's still over 100 miles per hour. Over 110. What kind of track is this? Is more like the tracks we want. Wide open, multiple routes everywhere. It's pretty short though. Got a minute 8.8. Let's do lead. Well, let's take the whole of this right hand side then. Let's see what this is like. So we do have the traffic as well. They're ignoring the cones. Got to death rush these drivers. So there goes the engine already. We got extend our lead slightly to Damien Curry's. Ray Curry in third. Old Tikka Masada. So there's a car in front. Will we make it before the car hits us? Yes, easy. So go over 150 miles per hour on that occasion. I think we went through an SUV as well. Absolutely amazing. And look at all that popping in front. Beautiful. Let's go almost a 5-second lead. Mark Post are back up to third now. Behind Damien Jeffries. I'm surprised Damien Jeffries hasn't been T-boned yet. With his luck so far. It's all just over the minute mark. Let's see if we can get under the minute mark. We're going down the left-hand side now. Go to the extreme left. As we've got no speed apparently. Have we damaged the tyres or something? There's now got Chet Huffman in second. Mark Post in third. Everyone's pitting behind. Look at this, we can barely get 40 miles per hour. What's going on with our engine? We need to pit this lap. Our racing looks like we were cruising to victory and then we can barely hit the barely hit the speed limit now. Here we go, downhill. This will save us. Hopefully. Where's all the cars? No car's going to hit us. We get it back over 120 miles per hour. Get it nicely slowed down as well. We're going to take the inside line this time. Maybe not the rise this thing. Let's look at Chet go. In second, really is closing up. Got Mark Post in third. I think that's a high line as well to the left hand side. We're not taking this. There goes the shocks and clutch. We've got the pit. Get stopped. Get going. In fourth. Well, we have repaired our vehicle though. They have not. So let's see how this goes. So you take the outside line there. So that's Mark Post. And we're already back in the lead. Was that Rayco? No, Rayco's on the right hand side, I think. Let's look at that job. I'm surprised our suspension held up and surprised trophy truck just didn't fall to pieces then. Let's see, here comes Mark Post, wanting the battle. Now we go downhill. Whoa, okay truck. Watch out for the bumps. We get slowed down for the left. Oh, and look at Mark Post round the outside. Big balls, Mark. Trying to take the victory here. Got a good battle heading towards the line. Not far to go. And it's like we're just going to stay out in front. Just. With Ray Curry in third. Good battle on that final lap.
Damon Jeffries 4th, Andy McMillan 5th, Chad Ragland in 7th, Mark Scaroni in 7th, Chet Huffman in 8th, Andy Shotwell 9th, Roger Norman at the back. So one of our main rivals not scoring many points as we head to the final race in the Canyon Lake environment in the Tortilla Flats. You see our revving up at the back for 2 that race. Oh god, how long are the laps here? Is this the one which is like 4 minutes 30, isn't it? Oh my god. But this is a race where we've traditionally done very poorly at as well, so let's see how we do. The trophy truck, which seems to be a cut above the rest of these from our opponents, as we already make it up to 4th. Taking the high line as well. Oh, here though, Chad. Not had enough screen time, eh? We've got Mark Post the 2nd. Daniel Jeffries once again in the lead. Obviously has it rigged, so he grabs pole every race. Obviously we agree with that as well. Just let them know we're here. So we're probably going to send him into the desert, into a cactus or 2. And so we've taken the lead with a gentle nudge. Good landing there, and over the massive jump. There goes the left rear. Left rear is down. There goes the shocks and clutch. There goes the engine as well. We're in trouble already. And we're barely a minute into this race. And there's the pits, as you can see, up there. So we've got around a couple minutes to survive on this three-wheeled beast. Somehow we're keeping the lead ahead of Mark Post instead of Jeffries now. And now Chet Huffman into 3rd. It really is just a toss of a coin who's going to be behind us. So there goes Mark Post into the lead. We've got to get it down to 3rd before this right-hand is in seat. At the end of this long, flat-out section. No wonder Post is getting away from us. Oh, he slowed down suddenly. And here comes Chet down our inside into 2nd. So still all 3 of us are pretty close together. And you've got Damien Jeffries and 4th. Look at Chet go around the outside. Not working out, unfortunately, for him. As you get going out of the right-hand hairpin. And try and get going over these jumps. It's a shame we damaged our wheel at the beginning of the lap, because as you can see, it's pretty damn flat out afterwards. After those initial jumps, but they're not pulling away in front. As here comes Chad. Wanted some more screen time in 3rd. Damien Jeffries seems to have the same issue though in 5th. He's consistently around 6 seconds behind us. Let's look at this top 3. Top 4. As they take back 3rd from Chad. I mean, looking to the inside, but that'd be unwise. As the pit's on the outside. Let's head towards them now. Go where are the pits? There they are. Around the corner. There's all it looks like. Everyone's pitting. Get out of here, Chet. See, that is how you do it. As all, Mark Post gets past us into 2nd, but Chet thought he's pitting this lap. Obviously not as well. He slowed down Mark. Thanks, Chet. See, if you push someone out of the pits, they will, be very kind to you. Because they're like, I thought I was going to pit, but obviously I didn't need to. So you're right. They'd be grateful. As it's 3:44 at that time, so it's actually not as long as I thought. It's maybe around 3:30 for this second out of 3:40. Let's head into this very wide right hand. I do love the hairpins here. There's something you expect to find in like Supercross or motocross. Going for these big machines. So you've got Chad behind in 2nd, ahead of Mark. Obviously Chet. Not liking Mark at all. Because, Mark didn't push him wide and said he had to pit, We saw Chet probably shouldn't have. As once again, there goes the left rear. I just think it's meant to happen. As the engine and shocks and clutch have gone as well. So let's see how long we can hold on. There's Andy McMillan's now in third. Before they all catch up again. Over these jumps. Look at our speed going down majorly. Got to get it down to third gear now. Once again, this is going to be incredibly painful. Over this section. This is even worse than before. Look at this. We're hovering around 4k revs. We're going around 60 miles per hour. It's like we're driving on a motorway. And look at an old traffic jam here. The line. As here comes Andy McMillan. You can tell inside for a second. Or for the lead, should I say. And he takes it. Now we got Chad around 10 seconds. Oh no, here comes Roger Norman. He's busting through. Because unfortunately, I know it's the final lap. We do have to pit though. As an outside McMillan is just getting away from us. Oh, but what's this? The old rubber band engine has come into play. Slowing him down. Still got Roger Norman around the second back. Sure he's going to overtake us soon, no. And there he goes, by us. Now we've got a Matt Scoroni who's getting in on us fast as well in fourth. This really is like me driving on the motorway. I'm in the slow lane. Look at everyone in the fast lane going by us. There's no honking of horns though, so it's not quite the true full motorway experience, but it's pretty close as you got Mark Post almost 20 seconds back in fifth. As you approach the final couple of corners of this race. It might not be 5 from 5 because we have to pit. I'm not sure if they do in front. They're getting very close. Look at that. They're not. They're not. Okay. Come on, crew. Prepare me quickly. Let's get going. As there's still a bit of a straight to go. And the final corner, so we could catch up. Oh, we can definitely catch up. Look how slow they are. Why did none of them pit? We've passed them before the corner. So we are going to make it 5 from 5. What a bunch of idiots. As we win again in our trophy truck. Another gold trophy to go on the cabinet. With Matt Scoroni in fourth. Good thing this league is ending. I'm forgetting everyone else's names now. There's Mark Post in 6th. Chad down in 7th in the end. Damon Jeffries 9th. Chet at the back. As we make it 5 from 5. Win by a country mile ahead of Andy McMillan. Roger Norman, Mark Post, Matt Scoroni. And that bunch, they never had a consistent 5 races. They're always like 4 or maybe 3 races. Very good. The rest not. With Chet at the back as we get his motorsports truck into HQ Racing, Race Off-Road, a new sponsor because we don't have one, K&N Engineering. That's pretty handy credits we get. So that's the first league done, just 3 to go with the Optima Performance League. 6 races next time out. But thanks for watching and I will see you next time.